Welcome back everybody to the Meeple Marathon, and today we're going to be doing a surprise unboxing. I got something in the mail here from Funnigan Logistics, and I believe I know what it is, but I did not receive the notification that it was actually en route. So this could be any number of things, but Funnigan Logistics generally is going to ship me something board game related. So I thought I would wait and open it up with you guys, and let's go ahead and see what's in here. There are quite a number of games that should have been delivered by now, but unfortunately COVID-19 has delayed production on a lot of stuff. So let's see what's in here. All right, packed by Funnigan Logistics. It said it was 10 pounds, which just seems really heavy to me, but let's see what we got in here. Okay, yep, this looks like it is what I thought it was. So we'll see if anybody can guess. Here are some card sleeves. Always good to have around. And some random boxes, unmarked boxes here. And this, I'm gonna guess, is a playmat. And wow, it's kind of interesting that nothing in here really signifies what is actually contained in this box here. But let's see if it says on this box. There we go. There's at least a taste. So this should be the New Horizons Kickstarter box for Thunderstone Quest. So very exciting. This should be the 2 new scenarios. I'm gonna guess that this is the epic Thunderstone pack that gives you basically like one of every card that's come out. So you can have like unique markets and unique enemy decks. Pretty sure that's what's going on in here. And then this should be the new playmat, which maybe they like folded it up in here. This seems really small to be a playmat. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's in here first. Okay. Now, yep. So I knew that this was going to be packaged this way, but that's fine because I have the barricades mode oversized box that is going to house all this stuff. So I didn't need the individual small boxes. They would have just been something I would have had to store. So, hopefully everything's just packaged in here nicely. Nothing's damaged. So we've got these 2 new quests, Clockwork Destiny and Vengeful Sands. It's interesting that they come with their, okay, so these are like little mini quest books. This is the first time I've gotten quests that weren't part of the larger box. So they just basically took the normally large quest book and shrunk it down, but it doesn't look like there's any new rules added. Oh, no, there are allies. Okay. Adding allies to your village. Okay, unpacking the box. Good. Variant epic mode. That's pretty much it. So, let's see what's in this one, if anything new is in this one. Ooh, she's cool looking. Unpacking the box. And allies. Ooh, the desert wolf. I do like that one. And the camel. Okay. So pretty much looks to be like the same stuff here. So we've got, oh, these look like just dividers. They look too tall to be all the cards. So we'll take a look at those in a second. So here are the new locations. Okay, so the Merchant Caravan, the Oasis here. None of these are nearly as scary looking as, you know, what we're used to. The Chalk Desert, Dragon Blood Forest. Now this is more like it. Naga Nest, and the Royal Tomb. From the other stack, we've got the Magic Mines. We've got Sacred Site, and that's pretty. I do like, it looks like they added new icons. This looks more updated, fresher than what I'm used to seeing. Keltarian Laboratory. Town Square, and that's some nice artwork right there. I really like this clockwork artwork here. Twilight Portal and the Dark Forge. So it's interesting how these are definitely less, well, clockwork's much more menacing. Sacred Site though, I really like that artwork. That's pretty cool. Okay, and our two bosses are, let's see, Amtaphites the 7th, the Wicked's Lair. So she's going to be adding people, destroy up to 3 gear and or tokens. Okay, messing with your gear, removing 1 for each token destroyed. Destroy 1, so she's like messing with your stuff. Not your cards, but your gear and your tokens. Negative energy. 13 times 2. These are not really laying flat. They're kind of all cattywampus here, which is not cool. I'll have to look into that. But here's Thavros's Lair. You may discard 1 non-starter, non-wound card. If you do, gain 1 starter dagger. If you do not, add 2. Interesting. Gain a starter dagger. So he's like flooding your deck with crappy starting cards, essentially. That's interesting. Okay. Then there's this additional pack here, and I believe this is like the Kickstarter exclusive here. So let's take a look at Izuzrius the Noble. It's a dragon. You may destroy your highest hero. If you do not, add 2. If you destroyed a dwarf or human, add 1. Fire Breath, add 1. Ooh, destroy 1 gear token at random unless you have a halfling or rogue. Also destroy 1 card at random. Ooh, that one's nasty. And Bite, add 1. Take a wound in addition to any wounds from the other die rolled. Man, this guy is brutal. And it appears like he's got his own set of cards here for playing him in the normal mode. Okay. Let's take a look at the prestige classes here. We've got Living Legends. While at the Guild's Quarter, you may also use the Bazaar. Build the Guild's Quarter barricade for less money. Gain 1 when you visit the Guild's Quarter. That's nice. The additional gives you healing up to 2 wounds. Give 1 monster plus 3 and 2, even the 0 monster. Why would you do that? I guess to get a better reward? Okay, if you have 5 or less HP, draw 1 card for each level 3 hero you have. Okay, so that one's interesting. What else do we have here? The Thunderstone Savant. That's interesting. So once per turn, draw 1 card, gain 1 if you now have a card with the Thunderstone in its title. For each card you have with Thunderstone in its title, gain 1 magic. Ooh. You can build the marketplace for less money. When you gain this rank, gain one legendary. I always like these ones where you get one of these legendary cards because they're just fun to add to your deck. Each turn you may ignore one of your things with the green. Ooh, that's nice. Put one of your cards with Thunderstone's title on top of your deck as a spoil. You may destroy one of your cards. Here's another legendary item. So that one's cool. Definitely going to be trying these ones out. Voyager. You may resolve your rank 1 spoils ability a second time this turn. Okay, roll 1d6. If you roll equal to or lower than the monster's strength, your voyage... Okay, you gain a bunch of spoils. Reduce your voyage roll after your voyage. So this is all about voyaging. After you voyage, gain the legendary spell Wish. If you cannot gain... So there's another legendary card. The Immortals Legendary Hero. Your blank resolves that. So this one's cool too. I like all these so far. And Spice Merchant. Okay, this makes me think of Century Spice Road. Gain 10. What is that? This symbol is new. Pay 4 money? I guess. I'm used to seeing this on these boards. That tiny little symbol like that. Gain 1 per rank you have in the village. Also, you may use the text, pay 3 money to remove 1. Okay, so this is interesting. This is all about money, being able to pay money to remove a barricade. Wow, that's the first time I've ever seen. Okay, I think that's only the X on the die. Pay 3 to draw 1 card and give all players. Man, all these are really, really cool. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, we have a lot of your standard decks. So Clockwork Destiny deck 1, Clockwork Destiny deck 2, Clockwork Destiny deck 3, and Clockwork Destiny deck 4. Usually there's just 3. I'm not going to open these for spoiler reasons, just in case. Maybe we'll do a second video where I open them up. That way I'm not spoiling anything. We got Vengeful Sands 1, Vengeful Sands 2, and Vengeful Sands 3. So there's actually more cards with Clockwork Destiny. And then there is Epic support for both of them. So these two combined with what I believe is in this box should be, this is essentially one copy of every card over here. And then the last thing we have are the level 4 heroes. So up until now, heroes only went up to level 3, and that's the highest they could get. So this expansion adds level 4 heroes to everything. So maybe we'll take a quick look at those guys. So let's just hold off on these for a minute. And let's take a look at the mat. So I'm hoping I did not purchase a little mini mat, because that would just be silly. I'm also hoping that they're not shipping the mat separately. I honestly don't know what else this would be. Except the mat. Okay. It's not folded in half. So this is very interesting. Let's zoom out a little bit and take a look. Okay, so this is truly the mat, which I'm not that upset about, but it creates a very interesting new dynamic for the game. It's definitely a smaller footprint than the board ever was, but it's very tall. Really, I'm having a hard time getting it in the shot, which is going to make filming this in the future very interesting. So Essentially what you have up here is the bazaar, which I know in the barricades mode big box, they gave you the tray that holds all the gear tokens, and they told you just to set it above the bazaar. So there's no longer an actual spot on the board for the bazaar, just to put your barricades. Then there's the marketplace here, which is, you know, normally it was running more vertically. Now it fits more horizontally, but other than that, looks nice. You know, looks like a marketplace underneath, looks like buildings. And then we have the Guild's Quarter. As we move on down here, this pretty much looks the same. They were always like this. There's not the, okay, yeah, there's nothing signifying which you should put here like there was. And then all the way at the bottom is the temple and the Shop of Arcane Wonders, which is pretty standard. So yeah, I mean, this looks nice. It's not stitched edging or anything like that, but eventually this should lay flat once I lay it all out. Let's see what the other side looks like real quick. Okay, so this is the non-barricades mode side. You can see that there's not any place for the actual barricades, and this side's actually kind of brighter. I like the look of this side a little better. It appears to be the same pictures, but it, you know, it's just some brighter colors. That's interesting. But essentially it appears to be the same thing, just without the slightly different instructions, without the spots for the barricades. So there you go, that is the mat. Now, at this point, I am going to take a peek at the dividers, which will kind of give you a general idea of what's in these cards. So, this is a spoiler warning. If you don't want to see them, stop watching now. But if you are curious as to see just kind of roughly what's included in these decks, because this isn't like, it's not really a campaign. Technically, you can play through the things as a campaign, but you know, it's not really like I'm unlocking any secret information here. So again, strong spoiler warning. Stop watching now if you don't want to see, but if you are curious as to see what more is in these other decks, please continue watching. Okay, so let's start here with these guys. And this appears to be a very generic placeholder for wizards, fighters, and clerics. So this actually doesn't show you and rogues. So there's the 4 different fighting classes. So that's interesting, because I believe we normally have, I'm pretty sure I have a divider for each individual hero in the base game and previous expansions. So let's see what else is in here. We've got spare daggers. Okay, that's not interesting. But then we have a Thunderstone rod. That looks cool. And again, I'm only going to show you these. So if you're, you know, still curious as to what the card entails, I'll probably be doing a playthrough of this eventually, or, you know, look to purchase the expansion yourself. Thunderstone hammer. So remember, there was that one prestige class that liked doing things with the Thunderstone equipment, anything with Thunderstone in the name. Kaltarian bow. Transmutation. Thunderstone ritual. So you could really kit yourself out in just about everything Thunderstone if you set up the market right. Mend. Okay, that's interesting. Construct protector. I have no idea what that one might do. Ooh, but this next one looks pretty cool. Animate the dead. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure the whole Clockwork Destiny thing is revolving around the Living Dead, though. Thunderstone Ore, Thunderstone Elixir, Plate Armor, Crystal Light, makes me think of the drink. Okay, now we're getting into the heroes. So Tilka the Sculptor, I'm not sure what type she would be, what she would fall under. Shanaris definitely looks like a rogue, but maybe a fighter, or maybe a wizard, because she's pouring stuff. No, Liz is definitely the wizard. You can see here that she's actually on the cover. All right. Hamrulir Oakenborn. Makes me think of Oakenshield. All right. Kaslek, again, another rogue. We've seen that picture before. Oh, this might be my favorite, though. Right there, look at that. Barrakiel, freaking avian archer. That is my jam. Okay, then we have Material Spirits. Ooh, Mystic Kobolds. The CCOV gang. That's interesting. That looks like something you'd see more on like Marvel Legendary. Gremlins. Okay. Automatons and Mech Menaces. Ooh, I like those guys too. Those guys are the bad guys. So that was just one stack. I don't know how these are divided up and which quest they're going to appear in, but we're just going to continue going through them here. Scimitar. Kopesh. Avian Bow. Definitely belongs with our avian friend. Summon Help. Open Sesame. I like that one. Navigate the Labyrinth. Mummify. Thunderstone Potion. Spices. Bag of Gems. Okay, this is the first set of allies I've seen. Okay, so these next crew are all allies. Desert Wolf. Camel. Shauna Hope Singer. Shakir the Sailor. Definitely looks like Sinbad. Rien Mandro. I like that guy too with the wings. Hemna Granite Sunder. She is a fighter. So maybe that's what these are for. These are for... no? Because they would have their own... I still don't know what these dividers are for. Unless you really just wanted to simplify everything. Duragim Soulbrand and Sirach, another avian. Then some last bit of bad guys here. Beetle Bevy. Desert Dwellers. That's a cool picture. Naga Nomads. That's cool. Sand Spirits. And Arid Atrocities. And Amphithetes Forces. Amphithetes Forces? I probably butchered that to death. Okay, so that's kind of a preview of what the cards are that are contained in those various decks. So let's just take a quick peek at some of our level 4 heroes. Now, most of these, I believe, are all... I believe that these packs contain the level 4 heroes that we saw. So I'm thinking that all of these are ones that you are all already familiar with. if you have the various other expansions. Again, you can choose to turn off the video at any time. But let's just, ooh, can't get them out of here. Okay, let's just take a look at some of these. Okay, so there appears to be 2 copies of everything, so I'm assuming she is the last person in the back of this deck here. So, she can heal 1 wound and put this card on top of your deck. Village or spoils. That's awesome. So you can just get her right back and keep doing it. Baharan. Heal 1 or 2 wounds and or discard 1 card to gain 5 plus 5. So that's a 10 magic. Man, these are really cool. Honor Main. Heal 1 wound, gain 2 Thunderstone shards and plus 2 fight. Regian. Heal 1 or 2 wounds, draw 1 card for each festering wound card this healed. Arctic, destroy 1 to gain plus 6. That would give him 15 and plus 6 banner. So imagine what this guy could accomplish just by himself. Man. Edlin, reduce 1 monster's armor and mystical armor by the total printed banner of Edlin's weapons. Draw 1 card of Edlin's weapons have a total of 6 plus printed proficiency. Gorlander. Put Gorlander on top of your deck. Okay, that's not nearly as cool. Grimwolf. Gain 1 wound to draw 1 card. Interesting. Linsha. You may give weapons in your discard pile to your humans to wield, meeting their proficiency requirements. Discard 4 cards from your deck. Okay, so I guess you have to do that. Not sure I like that card so much. Markinen, +5 ++1 while wielding a blunt weapon. That one's pretty straightforward. Outlands, gain 1 bread tokens equal to the monster's level. Oh, and look at this, he's got 12. I can't remember how, pretty sure he came in the Blackrock expansion from the original Kickstarter. But pretty sure he did not get all the way up to 12. Cephalist, +1 equal to the monster's level. Stormhand, he's one of my favorites. He's one of the originals. Stormhand's edged weapons have +2 and -2. That's pretty basic though. The Yellow Knight, +1 spoils for each of your lanterns or tokens, whichever is fewer. All players discard 3 cards from their decks. Draw any heroes discarded. All players discard 3 cards from their decks. Draw any heroes that are discarded. Return those heroes to their owners' discard piles before the turn ends. What? Brimstone. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Erlingal. Weapons with a dagger in their title have +2. Okay, so he's dagger professionally. Hawkswood. She's one of the originals. You may buy 1 or 2 gear tokens. Gain +1 HP. Interesting. Jadris. If wielding a bow, your cards cannot be discarded or destroyed by dungeon rooms or monsters. That's handy, but it's not super powerful. Look at the top card of 1 monster deck and you may add it to this dungeon room. If you add it, battle both. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Stalker. Destroy 1 or 3 gear tokens. Double the printed thing of one of your heroes. See, he's only got 4 as his level 4 hero, but he can double it if he wants to. Arcanian. Before rolling dice, you choose the result of one of them instead of rolling. So I could do that when I'm rolling In barricades mode? Spoils put this card on top of your deck. Again, why would I not just keep allowing myself to choose the result of one of them? I just put it on my trophy symbol. Dark Rend, +1 for each of your wounds. Ignore wounds when calculating HP. Oh, that's nice. Gendarme, give all your weapons +2, +2, and +1. Pylorian, +2 and +2 shield if you have a spell. That could make her really powerful. If you have an arcane spell, gain 1 lantern token. Regulon, +2 for each spell you have. Blah, blah, blah. Storm Skull, draw 1 card for each spell you have to a maximum of 3 spells. And Varus, which is the top card here. So Varus says, destroy any number of lantern tokens. Draw cards equal to the number destroyed or the number wielded. Or the number of wielded weapons you have, whichever is lower. Some of these are kind of convoluted. And I don't know about you guys, but I usually don't have a ton of gear tokens just lying around that I can just start destroying them left and right. All right, so there is Varus. Let me just check here. It's not. There appears to only be 1 copy of... Oh no, there was 2 copies of Vanya. Okay, am I missing something here? All right, Silver Helm. You may heal 1 or 2 wounds. You may draw 1 card for each wound this healed, or for each of your heroes wielding a weapon, whichever is lower. Terrakian, heal 1 wound. You may destroy a potion token to also heal 1 wound and draw a card. Okay, I guess the potion is only going to allow you to heal 1 wound. This allows you to heal 1 wound and draw a card. Darameric, you may gain and or use 1 potion token to gain 1 plus +1 HP. Felon, -5, choose 1. Rock form for 2 and 8. Dragon form for 1 and 11. He has -5 on his weapon proficiency. That's interesting. Moon Blades, equal to your total money. She's the first one I've seen that's passing out money. Okay. Oh, here's some more. Scathian. I never really liked her. I play mostly barricades mode. She's pretty much worthless. You may resolve your village location's text twice this turn, and you may ignore some of all or all of the text. So, like, you could go to the temple and then continue on. So that's actually cool. Jermaine Crawford here. You may heal 1 or 2 wounds from any one player. If you heal the disease or another player's wounds, Jermaine gets 4+. Okay. Comros, +3 against aberrations and plants. Discard 4 cards from your deck. Draw all tritons and weapons discarded. The Tracker, +5 against beasts, dragons, elementals, fays, giants, golems, and humanoids. Reniva Highstone, discard 3 cards from your deck, +1 for each. Okay. Draw up to 2 of them that are spells. I don't know if I really like that one. The Delver, discard 5 cards from your deck. You may give 1 of them to another player, putting it on top of their deck. All these people are making me discard cards. Proudmoore, you may heal 1 wound. You may also discard 4 cards from your deck, healing all that are wounds and drawing all that are spells. That's not bad. Breezy, +1 for each of your elemental cards. Gain +1 HP. You may give each other player 1 frozen wound. Turn all your frozen wounds into regular wounds. Heal 1 or 2 wounds. You may have other players discard 2 gear tokens each, which must be... Okay, so these are like almost like take that heroes. You definitely don't want to use these if you're playing barricades mode. Edged weapons have +3. The first 3 bread tokens used to boost Lefarians each turn. Give her additional +3. These are getting more convoluted here. The Legend Maker. When you gain this card, look at 3 unused side quests. Choosing and gaining 1. Okay. Black Mane. +2 against demons. +2 for each gear token you use this turn. Gain 1 gear token. Some of these are kind of convoluted. There's Samley. You may heal 1 wound. You may destroy 1 card. Very straightforward. Okay. So he was... Okay, yeah, he was an ally. Now he's back. So was she. Okay. Interesting. Shakir the Sailor. Gain 1 treasure card, that's nice. Sirach. Shauna Hope Singer. Gain 1, 1, and 1 +1 HP. When you gain this card, look at 3 unused side quests. I've already seen that again. Barakiel. +1 for each spell wielded bow you have. Heal 1 or 2 wounds. So I guess these guys aren't in the regular packs of cards. Discard 5 cards from your deck, drawing all of them that are chaos cards and or have Thunderstone in the title. Take 1 if you drew none. Oakenborn, +3 against golems and undead while wielding a blunt weapon. Humulator has the rogue and static keyword. Kaslek. If you have a spell and Kaslek is wielding a bow, put 2 of those 3 cards. Some of these are getting very wordy. Gain 2 Thunderstone Protectors from the box and draw them. And you may heal 1 wound. You may discard 1 or 2 cards, drawing an equal number of cards. So there you go. There is a peek at what the level 4 heroes can do. Again, I'm not going to open up all the remainder of the cards. But yeah, hopefully this was somewhat enlightening into what you might be awaiting if you purchased this Kickstarter campaign from AEG as well. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.